Hi guys, welcome back to KayTalks, a safe space for men and women to grow, learn, laugh, and heal. On today's episode, we have Kai. Or do you prefer me to say Kai or Kaetopora?
Kai is just fine.
Okay, welcome Kai.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
It's my first time sitting here.
In front of a screen. So today's episode, we're talking about being a young mom. Do you think you're a young mom? Do you think you were a young mom?
I'd like to identify as one.
Really?
I prefer to identify as one.
But not a teenage mom.
No, it doesn't teenage. Okay, no, it's a young mom. Young mom is okay.
Why? What is wrong with being a
No, teenage pregnancy is more like, okay, teenage mom is more like you wearing uniform and going to school, no?
Oh, okay. It was not a dead stage.
No.
Okay, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay, so we're going to do a few icebreakers. Okay. And the very first one is, what is your most worn item?
My most worn item? Probably my shoes.
Which ones?
I have these other funny, okay, they are shower shoes now, but I wear them almost everywhere, but they're just meant to for the shower when I wear them. Not to work though.
You have shoes to shower with?
Yeah, you know when you're in the hostel, you cannot shower careful, so I got like used to.
And now you have shower shoes?
Yeah, I have shower shoes now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's question. Like even at home, in your own bathroom? Okay. One thing you cannot leave the house without?
My phone.
You'll go back?
I'll go back. There was not even one day where I just left home and I left my phone. Never. I'll go back. My phone.
Are your phone edit?
Not. Okay, what is an edit? Because
you cannot live without your phone.
Oh, I can live without it. I just can't go without it.
Okay. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I'm always the one giving advice.
Yeah, but what is? I know that's why I'm like, what is your best one? What have you received?
I can't think of any. I'm always the one giving.
There's not been an auntie that has said something.
Maybe from reading a book.
Yeah,
maybe from a book.
Yeah, even from a book.
There's a nice book that I read now, and it says like whatever you do, just be yourself. The world with a chest, and I think it's like the best something I've come across.
Yeah. Okay. What is your guilty pleasure?
Do I see it on camera?
Tell us.
It's a bad one, but it's a good one. Guys, I don't think on camera.
You know, is it too deep to say on camera?
Yeah, it's too deep to say.
Really?
Okay, I still pick my nose. So it's like my
that's
like
it's not bad at all. I thought you were going to say something like not for under 18. So
no. Like,
no, that one is good. Okay. Have you gotten a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, much better.
So you've gotten a little bit comfortable. Tell us a bit about yourself. Who's Kaetopora? How was her upbringing? Did she have a happy childhood?
Okay, a little bit about myself. I had a very normal childhood. This what you see is what you get. Basically, that's who Kaetopora is. I like to identify as a very normal person.
Who did you grow up with?
I grew up with my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
My mom, I don't know her that well.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to know her, but when I started getting to know her, she passed on. So I was like, I was robbed. I still feel very angry.
Okay.
But yeah. So I grew up with my dad's side of the family. My aunts were literally my moms. So yeah.
Okay. What age did you become a mom?
I became a mom at age 19.
Okay.
Was it 19? Yeah, because I gave birth at 20. No, I was pregnant when I was 20. And I gave birth when I was still 20. Probably how? I gave birth March 2017. So I fell pregnant 9 months by his neck. So I was still.
So you were 19 when you fell pregnant?
Yeah.
So you were a teen?
No, I was not.
19
Okay, fine. I was in my process of being a teen. No, man. I think I was 20.
When you fell pregnant? How old is your daughter?
She's turning 6 in March.
She's turning 6?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were
26. I was 20 when I was pregnant.
when you're 20 when you gave birth. So you were 19 when you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay. How was it? Like, how was that when you felt the emotion of like, okay, maybe I need to take a pregnancy test? You know, the suspicion, the anticipation. How did that feel? Like, take us through emotions,
Okay,
like
so
feelings. Yeah.
my story is very funny. I find it very funny today looking back at it.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 4 months.
What? I didn't know that.
I was as normal as could be. The only thing that was missing was my period. Now the thing is this, you know when I started my first period, my period started in January, no in April. So January, it came and then it stopped and then came back April full force. So when I was now pregnant, I thought it's the same thing that happened when I was grade 8 when I got my first period.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's probably the thing.
I also have very irregular periods, so I wouldn't even know.
So I was like, okay. But then I had people. I remember Kama was the first one. I was still in last first year. And then we went to venue, walking in venue, Big and Pay. I think where the salads are. Yeah. Kama is asking Mojirono, Hapono me a peuri. I'm like, I don't remember that. And I said, Bawa then fine I did. And then I went.
And this was how many months now?
I was already gone, maybe like 3. No, I think it was like my 3rd month. Because when I went to the clinic, they told me like
you're far
a lot of days. You're supposed to be done with your first. You're already over your first trimester. Yeah. Sharp. And when I went home the same week, my aunt was asking me, like, she was just throwing comments, or maybe she picked up because she's an older person. Yes. Like, I shall to go papivara more. Yes. I'm like, this guy is saying this. Now this one is saying this. Okay, fine, I left. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I should just take the test. Okay, fine, I bought the test, but I never took it until another 2 weeks. So one morning I was going to school.
And you were not dying from, okay.
People I was just talking, so what do I get? My story. And then one morning I was on my way to school. And then the tests were not coming. Yeah. And I was like stopping, Nas, no. And then I just said, come to clinic. Then the taxi came. Sharp, I went to the clinic. You know the clinic is always full. Yes. They did. Bruh, I tell you, there was maybe only 5-6 people in the line. Sharp, I went in, took all the urine tests and the drug came back.
So you went there and you said, I want a pregnancy test?
No, I just told them, no, I'm not feeling well. Obviously, you cannot come like... yeah. I don't know, like this thing of... I think that's why girls don't even come out about pregnancy because you just feel like it's shameful, man. Like, yes, why are you having a kid now? Okay, fine, and then
it's evidence that you're having
sex.
Yes.
And then we went into the room, and then the nurse is like, no, you're very much pregnant, you're already past your first trimester, or we're gonna send you to a sauna. And then they sent me to a sauna, went and saw the baby, and everything was like, okay.
And how did that emotion feel sinking in that, like, now you have confirmation that, goodness,
I think sunk in my head, I was like, what am I going to tell my dad? That was the first thing I was thinking, what am I going to tell my dad? Like, it's even like, obviously, this thought comes up a lot. I know I'm not the only one. Had it been less than 4 months, I would have already thought of other options. But now I'm like, it's way far along. This baby's already formed and it's just going to be complicated. So I was like, what do I do now? What do I tell my dad? Okay. And then, the rest went on.
Okay, now when all of this is happening, who is baby daddy?
Baby daddy it's a complicated story. We were not together. We were together before the baby arrived. So by the time when the baby arrived, we were not together.
But like by the time we were 4 months pregnant, you were already broken up. Like by the time you found out.
By the time we were having sex while we were conceiving, we were not together.
Okay.
We were together before we even conceived, but after we were not together. So we just, this back and forth, always and then I fell pregnant. But it was very much involved.
So it was not difficult
telling him? Telling no. I was even like asking, why are you so calm about it? Because I was like mad about it and you were like so calm about it, why?
And it wasn't a story of, it's not my child. Okay, salute to that gent. When all of this is also happening, where are like your friends? Are they supportive? Are they present during the whole pregnancy? Like
my friends, I don't really have a lot of friends. I have more cousins than friends. Friends, I only have like 4 friends. Then the rest are like family. So my cousins were really there for me. And my friends, they were checking up on me because by the time I started not coming to classes anymore, and they would like always come home and like come check how I'm doing. And then my pregnancy, like in the middle of my pregnancy, I didn't really enjoy my pregnancy because in the midst of it there was a lot of loss. Like my mom died, my grandfather that raised me died while I'm still.
So I was going to ask about okay.
Oh, you can ask now.
So you would say your friends were present?
They were really present.
Okay.
Yeah, they were. They were very much involved in my pregnancy because I remember going for checkups. The second, because I only went for 3 ANC checkups. Like those things were supposed to be, I only went for 3 because yeah.
Okay.
So the last 3, I always went with my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, about your mom. So when you found out you were pregnant, she was still alive.
Yeah.
And then she passed while you were pregnant.
I was so mad. She was more excited than, because I said I was not really excited.
Yes.
She was like so excited.
Oh, man.
And then just when I was about to give birth, she goes and dies. I'm like, couldn't you just hold on at least? Because she would like call me every time, why are you watching TV? What is she TV? You know? And there's someone I'm just still getting to know.
Yes.
So, this is so sad.
And, okay, I want you to take us into like giving birth. Like, what was it like? Having your little angel, and then also there's this whole emotion of like, you don't know what to do, and your mom's gone, it was supposed to help you, or was it more of like, okay, you have a close relationship with your aunts anyway, they're going to be present?
In as much as I have a close relationship with my aunts, I always have this thing at the back of my life. Those people, come mama, they're not my, they will not feel everything that I'm feeling the same way my mom would feel it.
Yes.
So I was lenient with a lot of things. So when the baby came, I was like, okay, now I have to do things. Now I have to be there for myself, because anytime people can walk out, because they'll be like, this is not my dish to eat. So
yeah.
When I saw my baby, I was like, you know what? I only have, it's just me and you now, so we're gonna take it from here. So when my baby came, I was like, okay, now she's here. I have to, how am I going to support this child? What is she going to eat? What am I going to eat? What am I? So yeah. So I don't say the nice, it's not really nice, but then luckily when my baby arrived, my mom's money was like,
it was paid out.
It was there. So I don't know, for some reason I feel like God had a plan on my mom, because we were so well taken care of.
During your whole...
Yeah, and it's because of my mom. Like, she was there, but not there. So financially, she made sure that we will be okay. Until my child was, I think, 2 years.
Oh.
We were well taken care of. So, yeah.
But you would say that now you need to woman up. I was going to say woman up for your baby, for everything. So you basically had your whole experience at your aunts, like your whole Omari new mom thing.
Where you go to the village.
And you went to the village and all of that stuff.
We left in 2 months.
Okay, speaking of which, all of this, postpartum depression, do you believe it's something that you experienced?
Postpartum depression, I wouldn't say I experienced it, but then there would be days where I would be like looking at my baby and just like crying. So those are the early signs of it.
Yes.
And then luckily I always had people around me, so I didn't really get time to go into it there. Yeah. So I think I had, no, I wouldn't say I experienced it, yeah. But the signs were there, the symptoms were there.
And what are like the first symptoms that you say people experience, and that you should say like people should watch out for? And be like,
I would say when you just look at the child and you're just crying, like, why are you crying when your child? It's like a very, very first sign you have to look at, and feeling of, you always feel stuck. As a mom, you're gonna feel stuck, because everyone is gonna be there around you telling you, Mashishima, did you do this? If they want to, like, there's a lot of advice coming in, and then that advice bottles up, and then when you start feeling stuck, like, I don't know what I'm doing, that's where the depression starts.
Okay, sure. Motherhood, how do you define motherhood? What does it look like for you?
For me, it's actually me and my daughter haven't been together because I was still in school and stuff. So this is my first year staying with her like this, and it's been amazing.
Aww.
Like, you know, like going to bed and then like kissing her goodnight, and then waking her up, getting her ready for school. Like, I messed up on so much. Like, I wasn't even there on her first day of pre-primary because I had to go to the center. But now when I came, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I even cried the first day when she went to school. And she was like asking me, what are you doing? I'm like, no. Yeah, it's amazing. It's not showing me flames yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you feel me. I don't know how I felt like you're gonna flow into my questions. I didn't expect it. You had to leave town last year. How did that look like? Mom guilt. What were you going through? Like I saw you through WhatsApp and I was like, what is this girl actually going through on the other side?
What happened was,
and it was a pre-primary year.
It was a pre-primary. You know what happened is January she came. Obviously getting ready for school and stuff, most going to new school. And then 25th of January I get called and be like, no, we are going to start working on that on the 2nd of February. So now I'm like 25 January, 2nd February, and my child is supposed to start school 1st February. And she's so ready for everything, you know, like we got her school things, we got her unit, like she was ready. So now 25 I have to go. So I was thinking of, I had to like put everything on hold, like her school now. I had to send her back home to my aunt. So I can also now find Pinky. So I
find grounding.
Yeah. So the plan was I'm gonna settle and then she comes to where I am.
Yes.
So when I went that side, I saw like, this town is not really child friendly. So I called my aunt and be like, no, my aunt called me, like the one that I lived with. Yes. She's like, no, it's not really much. She put me with Apuna school. She offered like for the child to come school with her. Yeah. So I left town. And then she came, I think I left the Sunday, and then the Friday she came back. And then the Monday she started school, and the Tuesday I started work. But we're all in different towns. So like the first day of pre-primary school, my aunt video called, and then it was I was feeling so bad. I was like, I couldn't even be there for like, I feel like I let her down. But what does she know?
And it's also, you are like, it was for her.
It was for her that I went.
Yeah.
Not easy, I suffered. Emotionally, I was suffering. And then there was a time, like towards the end of the year, where they have this whole graduation or what. And I missed that.
Oh man.
How many things, even her birthday, I missed her birthday. Oh, it was a lot. But then, now we're together this year, so.
For the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good.
For all of that.
Yeah, now she's actually graduating. Pre-primary was grade 0.
Oh, yes. So, now you can go all out for it.
I can go all out for it. I gown and everything.
Yep. Do you feel like motherhood has caused you to grow up faster because of responsibilities? Do you feel like you would be still hooligating, playing if you had not had a child? Or were you more of a mature person growing up anyway?
I never really had a social life. I had boring friends, according to them. Yeah. So we never really had the chance. So when motherhood happened, I was like, okay. It's not like I'm gonna just like now I have to stop doing what I was doing before. No, it's just
you were never like
it just like the only part that changed is like I was now more responsible, especially financially. I was like I became way too responsible. I only started knowing the worth of $1 when I had a child, because back then you'd be like, do the pay for plastic. Now when I have a child, I'm complaining. Why must I pay $1 for plastic?
So we with my own bag. Co-parenting. How's co-parenting?
It's very nice. I enjoy it.
I guess you have a...
Yeah, I have a very... Like me and my baby daddy have a very... not normal. We have a very... not complicated. It's a very nice... I would do it over and over with him.
That's it. Because I believe that people always have different stories, because like most of them actually they break up after the baby. So then there's this, like friction. But I guess yours is so like...
Because we broke up before the baby was there, so when the baby came, we already broken up, so now we knew what was going to happen, I know it's amazing. My child's father he's a very present father, and he makes it so easy for me. Like, and the only thing is, we only get to talk about the child. We don't get to talk about other things, because we have partners. And it wouldn't be okay if I were like now calling...
No, but
9 o'clock in the night, no. So, we have a very easy going.
No, I love that. Yeah. Here's two healthy relationships.
Healthy
co-parenting relationships, okay?
Yeah.
We have 2 closing questions.
2 closing questions?
Yes.
Only 2. Are we at the end or what?
You're at the end! Look, my sister was what has been your favorite milestone of motherhood? With your daughter?
My favorite milestone of her is when she started crawling.
Really? Still today?
Yeah, like that's still my favorite. She started crawling. I remember I went home that weekend. She was also at the village. So that weekend I went home. to go see her, and it was the first time she crawled. And I was at least I caught one.
Yes,
so
you caught one.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Okay. And the other question is, if there's like a young girl watching this, school uniform or not school uniform, and she's watching this and she's just confused of like, you know, the emotions, the whole rush. What is the one thing you'd say to them?
I would honestly tell her like to find her support structure. Like, you know, we always look at things and be like, we don't have anyone or no one is looking out for us like that. But there's even one person that's always in your corner. Find that person and hold on to them. Because they're gonna make the whole journey so easy. And that was my cousin for me. Because my cousin was the first one I told. She was the first one I told, and when I was in the delivery, she was the one that was there. I also have a friend, Jovita. She was also one of the first people that knew I was pregnant. She was like those two people. I feel like they were there throughout my whole pregnancy journey.
Yeah.
So find your tribe
and
hold on to them. And it's confusing at the start because you don't know what you're gonna do, especially if you're jobless. You're like still having a job and having a child, it's a lot. And when you're in school, because I had to put my studies on hold because when my baby came, I was like, okay, now I have a child, so what's next?
But luckily you had friends to help you.
That's amazing. And your partner also, it depends on what relationship with your partner. If they are, because men always offer support. It's just us that we are angry during pregnancy and we say all these mean things to them.
That's what men run away.
They don't run away.
They what?
What makes them run away?
I don't know, it's just like the baby is not mine.
Okay. It's
different.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
But your partner, hold on to your partner if you guys are still. Because pregnancy can be a very, and you want to do it with the person that put you through it.
Yes.
Because nobody else would understand.
Because they put you through it.
Yeah.
That was the end for us. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. Thank you for being open and sharing motherhood. I'm sure there will be a young girl that will probably, need this. Thank you so much for being open to sharing your journey with us.
It's a pleasure.
It was also interesting finally hearing it.
Yeah. It's a pleasure. I had fun.
Okay. Alright guys. See you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Bye.